Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My soul code whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My soul code whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
'Tis Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
We are meeting on a weekday.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
The Masked Singer's on tonight.
Yeah, it is.
We kind of discussed that a little bit before we started recording.
Yeah. I think we know who's who.
I feel like I know who's who. Now, some people will argue with that.
Oh, yes.
But, and I'm not going to say, I think we said it on the last one, actually. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Maybe we said it on a live. I don't remember. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the rabbit's joy for tone.
As do I.
But,
so, we're waiting for Maria.
Yes, we're going to have her on to talk about all kinds of fun.
Cool stuff.
New kid stuff. Oh, I'm excited. It's going to be a good one.
She said just give her a few minutes.
Oh,
so
perfect.
It'll be perfect for us to do our little intro, and
we have some
text messages.
Fun stuff to read. I'm excited. I haven't read them yet.
I'll read one, then you read one?
That sounds good.
Okay. So again, this is our party line. You can call us or text us at 857-271-1047. Once again, that's 857-271-1047. Here is the first message that we received. I love it when you two sing. I sing along with you. By the way, it's your burdens, burgers, I will bear, are the best. R.I.P. MJ.
Aw.
That was a good one.
It's your burdens I will bear.
Your burdens I will bear.
Nope. Your burgers are the best. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. I have the next text message. It's Chrissy Salvador.
Hey.
Listening now. Gotta love Google for this text feature. Hope you both are well.
Aw.
We are. Hope you're well, Chrissy.
Yes.
Thanks for the message.
The next one is Brooke and Nikki. It's Duan. I love you guys. Like you're totally tubular, you know. Heart emoji.
Oh, Dawn.
Duan.
Love you. All right. Next one is, hi, Brooke and Nikki. I'm listening to episode Step 112 on this snowy Wisconsin day.
They've gotten a ton of snow.
Yeah, they have.
Lots of snow and ice.
Love reliving all of these great cruise moments. Bye, Christina.
Aw,
Thanks,
Christina. Thank you. Hi, gals. It's Angelica from Fort Lauderdale. Instagram, I think it's Madre de Bryce, maybe?
That's what it looks like.
I'm listening on the way to Orlando for the weekend, and it's like hug emoji, I think.
Oh, is it the one with the hands?
Yes.
Like I call it the jazz hands emoji.
Yes.
It's cute, and I love it. Thank you. All right. Hi, my name is Kelly, and I'm a Virgo. With a kissy face emoji.
I wrote that out.
Yes, you did. That's a hard emoji to draw.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
to get the point across.
Right, exactly.
Thanks, Kelly.
I thought it was best I just spell it out. All right, the next one is, hey, this is Amber, Candace's cousin from Step 112. Love the podcast. Love the episode. You ladies rock my face off. Amazing that we were on the same episode as Kelly because we were the two who finished filling that photo group.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
And thank you so much for your text message, Amber.
Yeah.
So, guys, call us.
Yes.
Text us.
Yeah. Either or.
857-271-1047.
And you can live tweet using hashtag step 113 or hashtag MSCW step 113. Probably should do that. Because people will be like, what's step 113? I don't know what step 113 is.
What happened to 1 through 112?
And you can always, reply after like our posts that we do. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Or
they'll like comment on it or reply or retweet or whatever.
Yeah. Or you can just add us at SoCal Whatev. If you're not following us on Twitter, come on over and follow us.
We have a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, join our Facebook group.
Please.
It's there.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, we've been posting some good stuff.
We've been juicing up the Insta stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
So come on over and join us. My so-called whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Are we ready to intro?
Yeah. I'm a little afraid of singing, so
Hey,
I hit it.
Singing.
we
sing?
just read a text that said they love it when I sing.
Oh no, you sing. Go ahead for it.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
All right. Let's intro.
Let's intro.
Julie intro. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is Maria.
Yay!
And this is my so-called whatever. Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody. Nope.
Because Maria's here.
That's right.
And she has all kinds of
Stories.
escapades to talk about. Escapades? Is that the
Is that
right
the Janet Jackson song? Is it S?
Esca-
I always thought it was Ice Capade.
Yeah.
Well, because the ice capades.
Yeah.
Is that the video with Antonio Sabato Jr.?
Possibly.
No,
Wait,
I don't think so.
I think that
I thought
one with
Escapade was the one with like the Mardi Gras looking like carnival.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
What one
You're
was
thinking
that?
of Love Can Never Do Without You.
Yes!
Yeah.
That one.
Her hair looked amazing in
my
that
God.
video.
I
Talk
love
about videos that make you grow up.
Yes.
You're like, am I supposed to be watching? Like, Mom, don't come with me or whatever.
That was like Wicked Game.
Oh,
That
yes.
video was-
Chris Isaac, how you
Yeah.
doing?
Racy.
That was racy.
My 11-year-old
Those
eyes.
black and white Calvin Klein kind of, visuals, like that one and Madonna's Cherish.
Yes.
Yes. That was a good video.
That was a good video.
That was a
Janet
good song.
Jackson's. They're all like these black and white kind of sexy things, sexy videos or images. And you're like, oh my God.
They don't make it like they
CK1,
used to.
Mm-hmm.
Eternity. That's when like All Eternity came out and all of these other like ads. They were like just black and white. You're
I had a
like,
poster.
You
It was
have
called Art of Man.
The Art of Man. I wish that we could find a picture of that.
I have a picture of it.
We should post it.
No.
In the group.
yeah. I want to see
In the
the Art
group.
of Man.
Yes.
Art of
What is
Man.
that?
He is. I think Corey bought it for me.
You could see his eggplant.
You could.
I mean, it was like the.
I mean, she bought it for
you
me.
were a kid.
She bought it for me thinking it was Marky Mark.
Oh.
Mark Wahlberg. I thought it was Mark Wahlberg. That's why I wanted it.
But like you didn't. You
Mhm.
couldn't see his face.
You can't see his face. I don't know if it's
you
Mark
can see his
Wahlberg or
eggplant.
not. It might be. Did you
Is
see
it
that?
like Michelangelo's David or something, like standing posing, but it's a real
It's
man?
like sideways.
He's like his like front section's kind of like frontward, but then he's like arching his back.
Ooh.
It's like hard
And
to
he's
explain.
very muscular.
Yes.
Oh, you have to.
Art
I
of
have to
Man.
see this.
You need to
The
post
Art
it.
of
In the group.
Man.
Okay. I'll post it.
Especially
Might
after
be my
this
new
conversation.
screensaver.
I think I think I looked it up. I think I looked it up online. I looked up Calvin Klein Art of Man poster.
Yeah.
And it was like right there.
Oh my god!
Right there for your eyes to see.
I had
I'm gonna
Kermit
do it.
Klein on my wall.
Oh, hey.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Kermit Klein?
No.
Oh, I'll post that.
Kermit.
We should probably, if there's new listeners, they think this is the blog party, but we tangent all over the place.
Yeah, they have no idea what we're talking about or who we are.
That's okay. We'll explain.
All right, let's tangent over.
For now. For now.
Romantics.
So,
So-
if you're new,
Yeah, hey, welcome.
welcome to the block party. Because this is our block party, which is New Kids on the Block themed episode.
That's right. We love New Kids on the Block.
On the other week,
If you didn't already know that.
if you didn't already know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Our other weeks were 80s and 90s.
Yes.
Where we talk about anything 80s and 90s. Sometimes we read stories. We talk about movies, music, experiences.
Art of Man posters.
Kermit Klein posters.
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, there's quite a few. Oh, well, okay. So where do we start? There's been a couple of adventures, and I've been trying to write them in because I know I love hearing you girls read people's stories because you guys react right there and then. And it's not like you won't react while I'm on the phone, but I don't know. There's just this thing about the chemistry between the two of you that makes it hilarious, and I don't know. But I've been trying to write it, and it's just I have a lot going on. I've been moving and all this other stuff that I just don't have time. And then there's this thing when you want to write a story or you want to tell someone, and you just have to have it in you to kind of say it or write it. If not, it just won't come out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to wait too long.
Yeah,
because you lose
then you forget,
details. I'm detail oriented.
Yeah.
But here's the problem with that. I feel like you need, I posted this thing on, I think you liked it, Maria, on Instagram. It was telling a story when you have ADHD. Because if you didn't already know that, I have ADHD. And
same here.
When I tell a story, I think you need back information.
Yes.
But then you remember it halfway through the story, so you're like, wait, well, but this is what happened. This is how this story started.
Yes.
You're like, oh, let's go back 5 years.
I like to know that stuff. I guess it helps me get in the mode of the story, get in the feel of the story. So I feel like everybody else needs that too.
Well, I feel like people need that. I do it at work all the time.
I feel the same.
But then
I
I
feel
go
like
off.
people need it to be informed of everything because I want to be informed.
Right.
Yeah, because it might not be funny or it might not make a point if you didn't know that slight info that happened 5 years ago.
Right. Because
exactly.
They don't see the full picture.
Right.
But
Well,
we really should say, first of all, who this episode is brought to you by.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We don't want to forget that. That's very important.
Yes.
Importante.
This episode is brought to you by Andrea S.
Hey!
woo-hoo!
And
thank you, Andrea.
Anna Maria F.
And Carmen Z.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
For being
you,
Patreon
ladies.
peeps.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. And if you want to be a Patreon peep too, you can go to patreon.com/MySoCallWhatever and donate.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not. Go to iTunes.
And leave a 5-star review.
Yes, that is right.
Absolutely.
It helps us get seen by people. We don't need the pat on the back, but it's nice.
It is nice. I mean, we don't go and read it and say, "Oh, we're awesome."
Yeah. Sometimes it's a nice pick me up though.
It can be.
I'm not gonna lie.
When we get a new one, it's awesome.
Yes.
So thank you for those that have left us reviews and all that good stuff, and we want more.
Yes.
And it's totally free to do it.
Yep. So back to Maria.
Maria.
Okay, so let's see. I guess New Year's Eve.
Yes, let's talk about New Year's Eve.
Chronological order.
Yeah, New Year's Eve
it is.
Yeah. So New Year's Eve, Jenny and Ron and I, we were trying to catch the guys perform or guys rehearse the day before New Year's Eve because we just knew that it was going to be filled. It's not a given that you will be where you want to be for New Year's Eve. It's in Manhattan, it's just sort of you get ushered by the cops because there's thousands of cops and they're trying to keep everything organized and keep safe. And So you really can't be like, okay, so listen, officer, I just need to be right here, right in front of the stage. They're gonna be looking at you like, why? It's suspicious eyes. So I was just like, the best thing for us locals was like, try to catch them while they rehearse. There's
Yeah.
slightly less people, and maybe you'll have just like a hello, a hug, and you're off. So we had a good time the day before, and then Donnie had posted this thing.
That's right.
I think it was on Saturday. Where he was like, if you want to catch us tomorrow right here, right in front of, there was a McDonald's.
Yes.
And we were like, oh, okay, so for Sunday, we're going there. Because he said tomorrow. And none of us thought to follow. I mean, like, we thought of it. Have you ever done that thing where you thought of following up and you just forgot?
Yes.
But it's like the most obvious thing.
Yes.
So, yeah. And so I get to Times Square on Sunday, and, everybody's like setting up, and there's people and tourists and whatnot. So it's a hot mess. And I'm all excited because I'm going to meet up with my friends. And so I'm like asking, I'm asking strangers who have passes around their neck, excuse me, do you know when rehearsals start? Excuse me, do you know when Donnie Walker is going to be around? Do you know when? These people are like, okay, girl, just move it along. I'm over here trying to look at people's like schedules because you could see like the trucks, like the media trucks, and then there was people outside, and they had like all different kind of badges. I'm like, ooh, that one's shiny. That must be important. And then they had like a schedule. They had like a thing that looked like a schedule. I was like, oh, that must be the schedule. So I was trying to like look over the shoulder and pretend that I'm so glad that they didn't catch me and put me down, tie me as a terrorist or something, because I was so suspicious. I'm so obvious. But along the way, so I was meeting my friends, and yeah, I got that intel that we're saying that it was going to be at a certain time, and that the main acts were actually rehearsing the day of. And anyway, long story short, we went on Sunday, and we did not see them. And then Donnie had mentioned, oh, I don't mean Sunday, I mean New Year's Eve.
No.
So we're like, wah, wah.
Womp womp.
And it was so sad because we were just like there, and the guy that I asked about the rehearsals, he was like, okay, so they're going to start rehearsing like at 5 o'clock, meaning the lights, and they'll do the ball drop and do all kinds of things, kind of like the electrical side of things, I don't know. And we were like just sitting there watching all this happen. No acts.
Oh. Wah is.
All the electrical guys thought you were there for them.
Yeah, they were like, hey, look at this crowd. They've come
I
to these
had
pretty
a little
ladies.
New Kids on a Block sign from the Today Show.
Oh. Oh.
It was big and red. I'm like, holding it up just in case. Like, it's so funny because you're just like, I've said this before with my friends where it's like, it's being a New Kids on the Block fan, or I guess any kind of fan, it's like an emotional roller coaster. There's like really high highs, and it's like, these low lows of this disappointment that you can't blame them. You can't blame anybody but yourself for getting high hopes or something and getting them disappointed. So anytime we saw like a truck or like an SUV or anything like that, with tinted windows and stuff, we're like, that's them!
That's them.
They're going to rehearse! They're just going to run through it! But that did not happen.
Brooke is freaking me out.
Okay, hold on a second. Is there anybody else there with you?
No. My daughter's in her room, and there's a cat.
I thought I
Don't
heard of...
don't freak her out.
Well, it might be an echo.
Okay.
It might be an echo. I swear I heard somebody else there talking. No, but I think it might be an echo from your phone, because then I heard it again.
I didn't hear it.
Well, here's the thing. My daughter goes to me yesterday. She comes over. I don't know where I was at. Point is that she comes from one room to the other, and she's like, why are you screaming? And I'm like, what? And she's like, "Why are you screaming?" I'm like, "I'm not screaming." Now, mind you, I didn't hear anybody like getting murdered outside or anything like that. So I was like, maybe it was outside. There was nobody there. She's like, "No, I heard you screaming." I was like, "Nah, we're just gonna forget this. We're just going to forget about this."
OMG.
Yep. Forget it.
We'll forget it. We'll
Yep.
forget it.
Yeah.
Continue on with your story, Maria.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
So yeah, so I didn't catch them on Sunday when I thought that they were going to do their rehearsal. And then my friend Josie was like, "Hey, do you want to go see the guys tomorrow in Times Square?" And I'm like, and it was raining, and not only was it raining, but it was like raining ice, like
Yeah.
slushy. Like,
It was bad. I mean, I wasn't there, but I saw it on the TV.
It was rough. It was rough. And because Donnie had put that video out the night before, the 2 days before, where exactly they would be at, where they would be performing, I was able to like say, this is the area they're gonna be at. We were right there. Like we got right by the TKTS, like the red stairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's awesome.
yeah. I cannot believe, like, is this really happening? It's like one of those new kid moments when, we're like, is this really like happening? Is this life? Is this what? But yeah, they kind of like came out and they were already in their little like shiny outfits, the bubble coats, like the silver bubble coats.
Ooh.
And we saw them and we said hi and all gone crazy. And I tried to do the lives, but it was just so cold and wet that I think my phone was like getting water damage, and it was just really uncomfortable. And just when it's like inclement weather is the new kids' good luck, because right when it started to like right before they came out, or right around the time that they were going to perform, it just got like, it was rainy, but it got worse. And so yeah, they started performing, and we were all screaming. They gave out these posters,
Ooh.
in case for like people, in case there weren't fans there. You know what I mean? Like they were like handing them out. But we already had our posters. I already had my new kid poncho, which I just kind of like, office made it, like printed out, and I would like put tape on it, like like regular see-through tape, and
Like
I just put my
tape?
NKOTB. Yeah, and that was my waterproofing of it. It's like, this is my poncho. This is my new kid poncho. And I also had. I was still on a mission. Remember, it was like
That's
the
right.
last day of the year
Yep.
of Mission Interview Joey 2018. I was like, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we could go out with a bang. I wasn't expecting to go to New Year's Eve Times Square, and I wasn't expecting to be so close. And you never know that maybe Joey would come over and talk to me, and I'd be able to like hand him over. I had the package ready. I had a little package. I think I got the little package from like some ring I ordered on Amazon. It was perfect because it fit the card, it fit the sticker, it fit something else, and then it was like, boop! This is exactly what I just need to hand him over. I don't need to stumble for anything. Here, Joey. This is the, my so-called whatever info. But that didn't happen.
That's
But
okay,
you're
but you did see somebody else.
Yeah. So
Yes.
the new kids started performing, and we saw them, and they came, and Danny, gave me a kiss on the cheek, which is like so
Oh.
odd because he's like the least amorous new kid, right? Like his rep is not being like lovey-dovey.
Right.
Right? So I was like, ah! I the new kids, man. I was like, keep your cool, Maria. Keep your cool. And as soon as I saw Donnie, so they came and they kind of like, they took my friend's phone and they were like videoing it, and then he came over and I was like, oh, happy and whatever, and he came and he kissed me on the cheek. I was like, I guess he was like, I got to do something, maybe perform for the camera. I don't know what it was, but it was so weird that I wasn't expecting that, but it was cool. It was nice. And like I said, on the cruise, I think that he maybe found religion, is in love or something, because he seems totally happy. Like, he doesn't kiss people randomly. But anyway.
Well, he kissed you.
That's right.
I'm lucky. I would have melted right there and then if it had been Jordan. But I was able to keep my shit together because it was Danny. Even though I was like, oh my God, Danny, excuse me. Like, you love them all. So it's not like, you're like ill, but you have your favorite and you would totally lose your shit if your favorite kissed you.
Could you imagine?
Pee your pants.
Wait, could you imagine?
I'd pee my pants.
Do you know what I would do?
Pee my pants.
I'd pass
Nobody
out.
would see it.
I'd pass out.
Yep.
I'd be on the ground. I'd say,
Yeah.
Joe, this is what you do to me.
You wouldn't even be able to say it.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd be crying.
Yep.
Yeah.
You would be blubbering.
I would.
And then you'd pass out.
I think as they passed by, John said, like, he said something, I don't remember the exact words, but he said something along the lines of, like, you guys, like, he saw us, he saw our signs. I mean, there was just two of us, but he saw our signs and stuff, and he was like, they all recognized us as being fans, and they appreciate it. He said something like, wow, you girls are, like, I don't know, like, weathering the weather, or, it's amazing that you girls are out here, or something like that. Because it was really, like, pouring. It was like a monsoon.
Yeah.
Well, I remember being worried that they were going to slip and fall on those red stairs.
As was I.
It was like all slush.
I was like, Jordan, you just be careful with that stepping, okay?
Me too. I was just like, watch it. Don't step too hard, Joey.
Don't break your bones.
Don't try to be too...
Excuse me. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm the same way. I have this cough that won't go away. So, yeah, that happened, and that was that. And I think somewhere in between, I think it was when the new kids were still, like, on the steps, kind of, like, rehearsing or waiting for the cameras to go on. So Lance, because he had performed before the new kids. Lance Bass and his husband, they walked by, and they also had like this shiny bubble coat. One was like rose gold, and the other one was like, I don't know, blue or something. And I was like, oh my God. But then they went up and they did some maybe like announcement or whatever, and they came down and they were like right there, right across from me. And I was like, okay, well, I feel like a fool just screaming across the way, like, Lance! Like, what am I going to do? My voice doesn't project that way. It's either shrieking or it's a whisper, so there's no in between. And so he was right, like maybe not even 10 feet from me. I was like, oh my God. So I'm trying to wave, and I was like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If he sees me, Lance, hi Lance, like, no.
Oh my God.
And he did, and he saw me, and then I was like, oh my God, what do I say? So then I just like tell him to come over, because I'm like behind the barricade, so I'm like kind of usher him over, and he's like, okay. And then yeah, I kind of like blank out, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. But I told him. So then he comes over, and I was like, all right, here's my moment. Then I give him, like, I'm trying to, like, look for the card, because I already have Joey's little specific thing, but I didn't want to give it out just yet. So I have my, my so-called whatever pouch. And Jackie can tell you, it was a little organized. It was like, this is where I can feel for the stickers, this is where I can feel for the magnets, this is where I can feel for the business card.
That's awesome.
So I don't need to struggle through there. But because we were wearing so much clothing and I didn't want that to get wet, I had to go digging myself anyway. So I was telling him, "Hi, Lance, oh my God, my friends have these, this podcast and it's about the 80s and 90s and you're her favorite. And I'm just gonna give it." And if I'm like talking to him and I'm digging, he was like, "What are you pulling out of yourself?" And I'm like, look, it's their business card. It's so cute. Look at, I'm like, if you could just listen, and if you could, be on the podcast, Nikki would lose her shit. And I was like,
yes.
"You're her favorite." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And I was like, "Well, yeah, sure, no problem." All right, so that was that. Then the guys performed, and then we were like, okay. And then I think right before the guys performed, they ran through they did a rehearsal of the ball dropping, and I think it was some fireworks, and they were telling everybody just to cheer and stuff like that. So maybe that could have been like a run through in case something happened. They would put that up. I don't know, but all I know is we saw the ball drop, and it was fireworks, and we were like, "Hey, 10, 9, 8," we did the whole thing.
Really?
And
That's so cool.
That's crazy.
so when the guys finished their performance at 9:43, we were like, "Well, we're good to go."
Yeah.
We're good to go.
You already experienced the ball drop, so.
Experienced the ball drop. We saw the new kids. We saw Lance. I think we're good.
I think that's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I was home before midnight.
I can't believe
She got a kiss from Danny.
Kills me.
She got a kiss from
That's
Danny.
the whole part. Like, home before midnight.
Yeah.
She did all that.
All
in
that.
that amount of time.
It's so crazy.
It really is.
Yeah. You know what's weird? When I used to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, we used to go, my daughter and I would get off like a 59th or 50th, like Columbus Circle. So it's like 59th, I guess, Street, and it's like by the Central Park. And we would go there and we watch the parade. And then once the parade ended, we saw Santa. The train's right there, so we get back on the train, we get home, and we would still be able to see the parade and like by Herald Square, like by Macy's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where they would do the performance.
That's crazy.
So we were like, okay, we didn't miss the performance, because when we were where we were at, they wouldn't stop and do like the performance or the lip syncing or whatever.
Right.
But it was so cool. Like, I think that if there's anybody that can go and do that with their kids or something, it's totally magical for them. There were clowns, there were all kinds of like jugglers and all these fillers, jolly people, and they really do cater to kids. I remember I used to take my daughter when she was really small, and I would get there like around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But by that time, people were already like lined up, and been there for like since, I don't know, a couple hours, and they're all the way from like Minnesota or something like that. So you just kind of feel bad, like, I don't want to cut you or anything like that. But they were really like, New Yorkers were like, "Oh, this is for your daughter. It's just the two of you. Okay, you can go in front of me. You can,
Aww.
And that's how
That's nice.
she was able to like experience all these things front hand. And it's really cool.
That is really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to experience going to Times Square once.
For the New
Yeah, I
Year's?
always
Yeah.
said that myself. Yeah.
Kevin's
But
already
you
done
never
it, so.
know.
That's right.
You never know what the weather's going to be like. It's not like you could plan it
That's what
months
worries
in
me.
advance.
Right.
Is like,
Yeah.
I would be down for going if it's like high 30s, no rain or snow or anything.
Yeah.
If it's 2 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
no thanks.
That's what it was when Kevin went.
No, thank you.
No.
I don't
I mean,
really
like,
have much of a
as
desire
a
to
New
experience
Yorker,
that.
I always wanted to go to do that. I think most of us want to. It's just that we just don't do it. Like,
Yeah.
I think I've been trying to do it since I was in high school.
So this was your
It's
first
either-
time?
Yeah.
Oh, no
M&S.
way!
And you were home
So,
before midnight.
Huh?
And you didn't stay for the ball drop.
No.
That would
Nope.
She already saw it.
But that's right. You were there for the preliminary.
The rehearsal. Yeah.
That's the word I was
I
looking
will
for.
say, I got a special phone call from Jenny. She called me and she was like, Nikki, look who's here. And she turned the camera. It was Lance.
Oh.
I was so excited.
I mean, that's... What are
He
the
was like right
chances?
there.
What are the chances?
I don't know. I mean, I knew that he was going to perform right before the New Kids because there was like a lineup. I don't know. I think Jackie had shared it of the lineup of what time the New Kids were going to perform or whoever was going to perform.
Yep.
And the New Kids were like at 9:30 something, and Lance Bass was just right before that. So once I saw Lance, I'm like, oh, they're coming, they're coming. I don't know
She
who I
told
was
them that I
telling
loved
this
him.
to because nobody really cared around me. Like,
Right.
they're coming.
And we never saw it
They're
on
looking at me
TV.
like, but they're coming. Get ready.
I never saw Lance on TV.
That's what Jackie tells me. She was like, I never saw him.
I don't think I did
and was-
either, but we were flipping around channels too.
Right, there was a lot going on where we were. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Jackie was watching as well, and I think it might have been like some other. It's kind of hard, like if you're watching where to flip and who to catch when. You know, it's just sort of like. I don't know where we got that. I don't know where. I think it was Jackie. I don't know where she got that, like that schedule,
Yeah.
but it did say like right before them,
Yeah.
Lance was going to be, and I don't know what network. I thought it was going to be the same network, but apparently not. I don't know. So yeah, that was that, and I was frozen, and then I got a cat that same night.
Oh my gosh.
really?
Was that the same night?
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, so the story about my cat is not that you're asking, but I'm going to
No,
tell
we
you
are
what it is. So my mom, who's not an animal person, would, for some reason, saw this cat, like this stray cat, come up to her window, and she, for some reason, was like, my sister used to love cats, and we called her Cat, and it was just like this cat thing. We all love cats, but it was like she was like a cat lady. And my mom was like, I can't let this poor animal that my daughter used to love starve, or my daughter would want me to feed it. She wouldn't want me to like do away with it or shoo it away. So she started feeding it. And it's been like more than a year.
Oh, wow.
It's been years actually.
Oh my gosh.
And so the cat is hilarious because he would go up to my mom's windowsill. She would never let him in, but she would feed him. And then he would like do the Michael Jackson moonwalk move because he would like just imagine like the building. So he would like tiptoe over, he'd look at her, he'd meow, and she would give him the food. And then when he was done, he'd just like boop boop shimmy himself back over because there was enough space to do a turnaround. So he would have to do the moonwalk. It was the funniest thing ever. So yeah, so that night Victoria and her friend went over to my mom's, and they took the cat. I don't know what made them. I mean, she knew very well we weren't supposed to have cats. Just no to the cats, and she took the cat in the bag. She put a cat in the bag and she took it home.
Oh my gosh.
When they went when they went to pick me up from the train station, she was like, "Oh, we have a surprise. I think you're gonna like it." And it was a cat.
She put it in a bag. That's
Perfect.
funny.
That she put in the bag. Yep.
Perfect.
It was a tote bag. It was a nice. It wasn't like a plastic bag where you suffocate. It's just, but yeah.
That's funny.
Like, God. And it was perfect because it was a straight cat and he didn't have fleas or anything. It was just like, what?
Wow.
Anyway, so that's the story.
And
with
he's
the
really
cat.
cute too.
He is.
So cute. He's got a
He is adorable.
handsome, regal looking face.
Yes. Indeed.
He was never meant to be a stray.
No. And now he's in a good home.
No, not at all.
That's right.
Yeah, we like to think so, but we are also lucky to have him. Because he's the one that made me, like, get up and move, because I knew that I was going to move. But once the cat came along, and he was like meowing, and he like talks to you, be like, wow. And I'm like, shush, don't let yourself known. You gotta be quiet. I never knew that there was a cat so vocal ever. But the landlady kind of heard him, and she was like, do you have a cat? I'm like, we're cat sitting forever. But so yeah, so it made me like put a little flyer in my ass to go, and I'm like really start looking for apartments.
Yep.
And getting out of there, and yeah, it's done a lot of good for us, the cat. So.
Good.
Wow, there's been a lot that has gone on in your life since January.
For real.
Whew, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so-
for real. Because
Right.
And what else next?
so
Yes.
now we need to hear
We need to hear Maria's Joe show number 1.
yes.
So this is why I have to like. This is whenever I have a little experience, I'm like, Nikki, can I call you? Because if
Yes.
not, I forget.
Well, you bought the tickets ahead of time. So you bought one,
Yeah.
and then you ended up buying another one because it was a meet and greet.
Yeah. Well, because Jackie goes to a lot of shows, Broadway shows and stuff like that, there was like some reward program that she was involved in. And so she got really cheap tickets for like really good tickets, good seats through this rewards program.
Oh, wow.
So she bought those when he first announced he was going to be on the show. And so the day of the show, I go I go and I'm early to meet Jackie. So I go to the bar next door. And I was just so happened to talk to this guy who I guess it's so weird. I was, minding my business. I'm at the bar, and this guy's just like looking through papers in his phone, and then some lady goes up to him and she's like, whatever his name was, like, let's say call him Joe or Bob, and very New Yorkish. She was like, oh, Bob, and how are you, and what are you doing, and all talking very Broadway. Oh, we're seeing this, and we're here, and we're that, and blah blah blah, and wasn't really listening to their conversation until I heard Waitress.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm working at Waitress. I'm like, what? what you say? And so my ears perked up and found out that he does something in Waitress. And so when she left, I had that awkward moment, like I really want to say something to him, but then I don't know if I should because I just look sort of like I'm just being an opportunist. And then the more I think about it, I was like, no, because now it's just an awkward long length of time that you had your window of opportunity. And then I was like, well, if I don't say something, you never know what you can get, or you not can get, but you never know until you try it, right?
Right.
So I'm like, this is a shot. I'm not going to give up a shot. So I'm like, and then I went in, I started talking to him, and then he mentioned that he works at the theater, but he was able to like bump us up, give us an upgrade on the seats. Even though Jackie bought really great seats, he was able to like give us like sort of like center to the right or whatever. It was really great seats, and he was very nice. Jackie came in, we started talking to him. He actually was the person that's in charge of doing that rewards program. Because he was asking me, how did you get the tickets? And I was like, oh, my friend belongs to this rewards program or whatever. He was like, actually, this is what I'm doing right now. They gave me a couple of shows to where I need to put people in for these rewards. And I'm just kind of like thinking it out. I'm like, oh, small world.
That's crazy.
And then the girl that actually
That
said hi to him, she sat next to us. And I guess, he hooked her up with tickets as well. So
Bob.
it was pretty cool.
Bob, you're a good guy. You're a good man, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. And he was like, go to the box office. like 6:50 or something like that, and and just ask for me. You'll see me, but if you don't, just ask for me. So we went, and he brought us to like very, very like VIP-ish. Like we didn't have to go through the front, we were, like to the side.
Ooh.
Just all of a sudden there was like this door behind like these pictures of the show in the box office, and all of a sudden it just opens up to the theater, and we were just like, oh, he's like right there. I'm like, ah. It felt very special. It's nice to feel special every once in a while.
Yes. That's amazing.
So, yeah, that was that. That was the upgrade. And then after, when we saw Joe at the stage door, weird thing, a man just decided to like, well, he didn't decide, but he fainted.
Oh my gosh.
We were really concerned about that one. But I think he was there to see Joe.
Oh, wow.
Because when Joe went to see what was going on with him, he was like, I'm here, you can't see me, I'm here, like, you'll be okay. I was like, oh, Joe. Joe was just breaking hearts.
Did anyone say,
I don't know
"Is
why
there a
he was breaking my
doctor in
heart,
the
but he
house?"
broke my heart.
And he said, I'm a doctor.
Oh, let me get my scrubs on.
So yeah, when he came out, we waited, and it was funny because Jackie and I kind of like got, I guess, new kid struck or whatever, and I told him about my little passport. I didn't care for him to sign my playbill because I was like, if I have one thing for him to sign, it would be my little passport.
Aww.
Now I have this little passport that I bought at Michael's. It was so cute. It looks like a real passport, like U.S. passport, but it's like miniature. So then I put pictures inside of it, like a regular passport. You have your face ID, and then it says like, your name, and I'm like Kitty Cat Ignatius and Jordan Girl, and like sex, yes please, and just like funny things for the first page, and then so in each page, just like a regular passport, you would get like a stamp. So I put a picture of me and New Kid, and whatever selfie we took. Now some of them are not great, but okay, love you. And so it's taken like maybe like 3 years to kind of
Wow.
Get each signed, because that's what I want. Like I want, a selfie with me and a New Kid, and then just him, that particular New Kid signing that page.
That's cool.
So yeah, Donnie signed the first one, and then Jordan. I mean, I think there's pictures of every single one of them signing it. Like, it's so funny. So when Joe came out, I was like, "Can you please sign a little passport?" And he kind of looked at it. Jackie said that he was looking at it, like flipping through it.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't see that part because I was just looking at his face. Like everything else was like Dreamweaver. Just look around him. It was just blurry. It was just waves, and it's just like he's touching my hand. And I don't know. I guess I mean, yeah. Joe, meow. And so yeah, he signed it, and he also signed the playbill, which I was like, oh, you don't have to, but okay, thank you. And then I said, well, I just have to ask you one more favor. And then I had the business, your card, your My So-Called Whatever card. And
Oh my god.
I just handed. I was like, can I? And he was just looking at it, and I'm like, this is for your ears. This is for your ears. That's what I said. This is for your ears.
He's like, it's a card.
Excuse me? I'm like, and I was like, can you just listen? I don't know. It's something about the podcast. I was like, this is, the My So-Called Whatever. And I know that I didn't say podcast. I was just saying My So-Called Whatever. And I was like, you know them, you've heard of it. He was like, yeah.
What? What?
Like it reminded him, like he knows about it.
Yeah.
And
he has to.
You just don't. You just never know with Joe. You just never know.
No, you never know.
You just
but
never
he
know.
has like a great memory, apparently, right?
Yes, he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, it was in some podcast. Maybe I made it up, but I don't think so.
No,
I think I heard it.
He said, I've heard him say that he has a really great memory.
So there.
So
I
there.
don't know where I heard him say that, but I know I heard him say that. And so Jackie chimes in, and she's like, yeah, like I think she said something like, my so-called whatever, Nikki and Brooke, they're from Maine. You met them like on the cruise or something. And he was like, but because we're just like spewing out words, like
Right.
my so-called whatever, Nikki, Brooke, the cruise, Maine, Bangor. He's like, wait a minute, are you from Bangor? Like, are you girls from Maine? We're like, no, we're from New York, but Nikki and Brooke are. He's like, are they coming? And I'm like, yeah. I think so. And then and he was just like, what, like, he knew my suck whatever. He was like, it's a podcast. And then Jackie was like, Donnie did it. I was like, yeah, you could just call him. I'm like, and then we told him about mission interview. No, Jackie said mission interview Joey 2018. She was like, there was a whole campaign about getting you on the podcast. And we kind of mentioned, like, you just could call in. You don't have to, like, go anywhere. And then she was like, yeah, Donnie did it. And when she said to him, we had a whole campaign, Mission Interview Joe 2018, he was like, oh, it's over. And then I was like, but wait! He was like the ShamWow guy. Or like,
Wait, there's more.
there's more! And I think I poked his chest like, aha!
Oh my god.
There's a cup of Joe with Joe 2019. He's like, I'm like, aha! So I was like, it's, you know, and they were like, it's a podcast, just, you know, you can listen to it. Here's our business card. Here's a card. You can, like, you know, follow the link. Or we were like, it's a podcast. You know it's a podcast. And he was like, yeah. And I think, and then Jackie asked him about some charity event that they cannot perform or sing. And he was like, no, I can't do that because he's performing that night in Waitress. And what else did we say to him? I don't remember. Nikki?
I'm trying
what
to
else
think.
did I say to him? Even though you weren't there, but I know that I told you.
Yeah, we talked about it. I think that was it because the guy fainted.
Yeah.
And that's when
Was that after?
It was I think it
No,
was
he fainted before Joey got out there.
Oh, he did. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so the security guard was like they called the ambulance and stuff like that, and Joe came out, and he was like, I guess he didn't see him at first, the guy, you know, on the side of the road, but as he got closer to us, he did see him, and, you know, went up to him. He's like, after he talked to us, and but what else did we say to him? I know we were standing there, and I think Jackie and I were just like walking in circles, like, there's an opportunity to talk to you, but we already did, and we don't want to, you know, take up so much of your time.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you're here, like, oh my God, you're a new kid. You're right there with us, right there. Like,
That's
2
crazy.
feet away from
It's
us.
crazy that you had this whole conversation with him.
I know.
That's what's crazy.
That
Like,
is-
you
There's
had,
more.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
you had like a whole conversation, like a back and forth.
Yeah. He really takes his time with you out there.
That's amazing.
But then again, I think it was, again, inclement weather. It was like hailing or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So there weren't a lot of people outside. So that was our good luck charm, and he was able to talk to us. I mean, by the time that he got out there, it wasn't so bad, but during the day it was like that. So maybe there weren't people, there because of that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It kept him away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Bob was saying. He's like, oh, there's a bunch of seats. Don't worry, I'll upgrade you.
Bob.
Because of the weather, or maybe, So, that was that. And then, that was on Tuesday, and then I went back on Thursday because there was a meet and greet.
Yes, and it was Valentine's Day.
That's very special.
Yeah.
It's a special meet and greet.
Yeah.
This is a very special
Well,
meet and greet.
Special angry?
But no, this was. I said this. This was a very special kind of meet and greet because it was on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Like, this was the best Valentine's Day ever. You get to spend it with, got a hug, and with Joey McIntyre. Like, hello.
Yeah.
I think it could get better, but I'm not going to push it. So yeah, then Thursday I was able to go to the meet and greet with Jenny and Drew and me, and we got to see a bunch of other blockheads, and then the meet and greet, it was like after the show, and then we all started lining up, and Jenny and Drew and I were kind of like at the tail end. We were very last ones, as a matter of fact, because it was like, what do I say? It was weird because I didn't know what to say to him. Even though throughout the week I was kind of like thinking of what I could say to him. I'm going to follow up. Remember I was telling you, I was like, I'm going to follow up! Thursday.
That's right.
And then I was like, well, there's a couple of things I could say to him about like the death plane ride back from the cruise, or the video shoot, or the follow-up, or I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what to say. Everything seems so stupid at the moment. Like, ugh. And so, yeah, I was the last one. Everybody was taking a picture. There was a girl from the show, I guess, taking a picture from the production. She was taking people's phones and taking a picture. Halfway through, we found out that like some of the pictures didn't come out very nice, or blurry, or people weren't like too happy with them. But they were like, it is what it is.
Right.
And so they kept it moving. So when we discovered that, the tail end of the meet and greet, we're like, okay, so what we're going to do is you're just going to take videos of each other, and you can take stills from those videos. And then we'll just take the videos, and we'll send it to each other. Now,
so
this is
nice.
the best part, because
really
it's
is.
like, I didn't know these people, or some of them, and I was like, I'll take a video of it, and I'll send it. And after, we have the meet and greet, I was like, what's your phone number? Here, It was so cool. This is like the best part of that. This is when we love being blockheads, because it's like you just kind of like unite, kind of like, okay, we're going to fix the situation. We're going to help each other out rather than tear each other apart.
Right.
Right.
So that was, it kind of was awesome, but then at the same time, someone took a video of me.
I love it. It's amazing.
It's the best.
It is the best. You're so happy.
When I think about it,
it makes me smile.
It does. It's like infectious.
It is.
And it's funny.
when she said it's the come on down.
Yes, Grace is right.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, because I was the last one. Well, I was taking a video of Jenny. Jenny was before me. And so I'm taking a video of Jenny and her meet and greet. And then I'm looking at the camera, and through the camera, he points at me like, ew. I was like, oh. So then and then I guess I don't know what happens. I must have given the phone, because through the video that I saw of me, he like points at me again or something. And I'm like, I remember saying, I guess I'm the last one. And it's like, da, da, da.
That's awesome.
And then oh man. And so then I said, I don't need a picture. I'm not really. Oh, that's what happened on Thursday. Sorry, going back. On Tuesday, I said, here's the passport thing. I was like, I have a picture with every new kid. If you don't mind signing my picture with you. It's not the greatest picture, but it's okay. I don't like pictures anyway. And he's like, oh, let's fix that. And I was like, what? And he was like, let's fix it. Here, let's take a picture. And I was like, oh, no, it's okay. And I'm sort of like not arguing with Joey McIntyre, but I'm like saying, no, I don't want a picture. It's okay. I'm not photogenic. I don't like pictures. You don't need to take a picture of me. He's like, let's fix it. Come on. And so that's when Jackie was like, here's the phone. And he's like, and I didn't try to hold the phone. He took the phone from Jackie, and he was like, we're gonna find like he's kind of finding an angle, and I'm like, you're the expert at that. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna take care of that. Like, so he took the picture.
And it is amazing. I'm going to tell you, I know you said you didn't like it, but it is amazing. It's like you're both glowing. And it's
I need to look at it
it's
again.
like
Stuck in stupid.
It's like
I was stuck in
Where is
stupid.
it? I don't know that I've seen it.
I think Maria posted on Facebook.
Well, I put us in on Instagram, and it goes like to all 3 accounts, like Facebook.
yeah,
you know what?
Twitter.
I think I did.
It's
see
on
it.
Instagram. But so
All right,
if you
I'm gonna
guys want to see it, go on Maria's Instagram. It's like the right, nice lighting. It's like very warm light, and it looks amazing. I love it.
Well, he took it. He was like, he's the expert. I was like, you're the expert, so, go for it. And then I have my head next to him, and I said, Jesus Christ. He's like, you can see yourself, in he was framing it.
Oh my
So he was
gosh.
framing it, and I'm like, this is torture. For me, it's torture, because I just don't like pictures, and even those milliseconds is like, oh, Lord. So he's framing it, and my head is right next to him, and I'm a little cuddled with him, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so then fast forward to Thursday. What you call it? I went up to him, and I was like, I don't need a picture. I don't, on Tuesday, I'm not a fan of pictures, so I don't need one. So I was like, I prefer a hug. So he gave me a hug. He's like, oh, and then what else did I say? And I'm like, okay, so I'm here to follow up. Did you listen to the podcast?
Isn't that amazing?
I love it. It's the
And
best.
he's like, oh, no. He's like, I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I will. And I think I had Drew's meet and greet ticket for him to sign, because I was like, I don't have anything for him to sign. I don't know what to say. So I just figured I might as well. Everything else seems stupid. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to follow up with the podcast and have something get signed. And
Oh my
and
gosh.
so he's signing it, and I'm like, but then I turned cycles, and I'm like, but did you follow up though? Like, are you really going to follow up? And he's like, yeah, I'm like, I'll follow up. I'm going to listen. And I was like, okay, but you got to. And then, and so then we're like walking out, and then I had a plan, but everything went to mush. So my plan was, and I had the pictures ready. I was like, oh, here's what I wanted you to see. So thank God I didn't have any like embarrassing pictures, but I went through my phone and I showed him the pictures of Jackie and me for the cruise. Remember you guys sent him
The bag.
the bag?
Yep.
And so my intentions were to show him those pictures and ask him if he ever got like the cool bedazzled Walkman and the mixtape that Nikki made for you. But instead, I just showed him the pictures. And then I was like, shit, why am I showing him this picture? Mission Interview Joy 2018. We're gonna go with that. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, so a cup of Joe with Joe. He's like, that's only gonna make 2019 better. Yeah, we're gonna do that. He's like, yeah, we're gonna. So he was like saying, like, yeah, we're gonna do the podcast. It's just,
That's so crazy.
it's like sort of rambling.
So
on.
wait, what did he say again about 2019? We're going to make 2019 better?
Yeah, it's only gonna make. Like, guess he said, I told him about 2018, right? And I was rambling, and I was like, you gotta be on the podcast. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to. It's only gonna make 2019 better.
Joey McIntyre
Yep.
and Maria. Oh my gosh.
Making miracles happen.
Be still, my heart.
I just saw something.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
I thought I just saw something move.
What are you talking about?
I just saw something move right here, but I think it was just like a reflection.
Okay. You're freaking me out.
I'm seeing stuff and I'm hearing stuff tonight.
Brooke is freaking me out.
Eh.
No.
We're still trying to find your picture.
I know, I can't find it on social media.
No,
Oh.
it's gone. She gone.
It's not gone. It's like, it's still there. I just probably posted stupid stuff after it.
So,
Yeah, I think that was it.
well,
There might be some parts that I left out because I can't remember things, but
there was a part that I got from Jenny because Jenny went up. So Jenny gave me another part of the story. So she went up and she had already gotten a Valentine from Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a picture for him to sign. And she had another. She printed out the Valentines that New Kids on the Block had put out, and she printed out the Joe one. And so she decided that she was going to have Joe sign that Valentine for me.
Yeah, it's so cute. You
It
can
is
hear
so
it
cute.
on the video. It's like, it's for Nikki. And I kick it out.
Aww.
And so after she got that done, she went and started videoing Maria.
Mm-hmm.
So Maria's talking and she goes, "This is Nikki." This is like she was trying to say Nikki, like for the Valentine, my so-called whatever, to make the connection.
And like all tied up together.
He looks at the camera and goes, "Hi, Nikki."
Yeah.
Aww.
And I cried. I was a mess that morning. All morning I was crying after Maria. Like I found out about Maria. I was like bawling. It was just tears were just like, I was like a snotty mess.
I want to tell you about what Jenny did because I didn't know if she was going to like hold it for like a special, like maybe she was going to mail it to you and then send you the video. I don't know what she was going to do. So I was like, I'm not going to spoil that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's so awesome.
It was,
but
I cannot believe it. I seriously cannot believe it. And just between the two of you, like following up with Joe, I mean, the video that Jenny took is the best. Like, because you can hear like the conversation.
I haven't
that
seen
they're
the video
having.
that Jenny took.
Okay, I'll have to show it to you. I think she
Yeah.
sent it to me and I have it on like in messages.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. It's so crazy.
It is crazy.
yeah.
And she had good seats. So she got to see I've seen the movie. So I know what it's all about.
I've never seen the movie. I only know.
So I'm going to see
I've only
some-
pieced things together from what people have been talking about.
Oh. And Joe and Scrubs? Yes, please. Sign me up.
Sign me up.
Yes, please.
Yes. And so I think, that was it.
Yeah.
But I did tell him, like, this is the last time I'm going to mention it. Like, this is it. I don't want to be a pest about it. But, did you follow up?
So awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope he does. And I hope, I can't wait. I mean, I have faith it's going to happen. So I just am thinking more on I can't wait for the episode.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It'll happen.
Brooke's going to have to... You're going to have to take over a little bit.
It'll happen.
I'm going to be a little crazy. I might say stuff. I'm going to say stuff.
Here's the thing.
Like, I know what I want to ask him. I have a bunch of stuff. I'm prepared. I'm ready.
Right. I know you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, I will be there to help you to not talk in circles.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able
That's
to talk.
the best.
You'll be able to talk. I'm
remember, I
confident.
got flustered with Donnie.
Yes, I do remember.
And I started to talk in circles.
Yes, you were
multiple
talking in
times.
circles, and I think I did okay reeling it in.
I've looked at you for help a couple times there.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God. I looked over at her and I'm just like, just shut me up. Like, for real. And you chimed
like the
in.
same look
Yeah.
I give to Jackie sometimes. I'm like, shut me up. Why are you letting me do this? Why are you letting me speak?
Oh my
Stop
gosh.
me right now.
Because
It'll be a good episode.
I just know. You're probably going to let me go a couple times just for fun. Because that's the way
folks, let's watch her go.
That's the way Brooke rolls.
But
it wouldn't be a genuine episode without it.
right.
Because I'm going to be like,
we want to hear you talk in circles, and we want to hear you be nervous, because that's exactly what we would feel like and what we would be like.
Be a
if
good
we were to
episode.
talk. Yeah.
stay tuned.
And it's evident by my stupid videos that that's what I do. Like, ramble and talk in circles. And even do a stupid dance.
That dance was amazing when she's
That was the
walking up.
best.
Dun-dun-dun.
That was the best.
Dun-dun-dun.
I'm like, I'm the last one down. Come on down. That's what I meant to say.
Oh my gosh. And it was just so awesome. Just the interaction.
I love
like,
it.
Joe was like excited. It was so cool.
I need to see the video.
I've
Jenny's
watched it multiple times. I've watched the one that she hit. I've watched the one of Maria and him multiple times. The one she has on her.
I love that.
Hello, Joe.
Last bullet point was, though
suggestions for your ultimate.
Yes. So it's an open
Because-
call.
Yes.
I mean, I cannot be trusted to go in. How is it like just blank with no plan? I have to rehearse what I might have to say to him or them. Now, this is all 5 of them. I thought that I would only be like gaga over Jordan and, stumble over my words. But apparently, the effect is on all 5 of them. So, I was hoping that during this upgrade, I would be able to, keep myself together, because I'm talking to Joe and all of them, that I, when I eventually get up to Jordan, I don't know. If I collapse, at least I didn't make myself like a fool on all 5 of them. But, history shows that I will make myself look like a fool on all 5 of them if given the opportunity. If it wasn't evident enough from my photo op on the cruise of me holding John's face and just holding his face and like his cheeks in my hand and like, you're so beautiful.
What did he say?
He said thank you.
Well,
He is beautiful.
He is.
Nothing else to say. I'm like an old Italian mom. Like, you're so beautiful.
I love it.
Like, just shaking my hands, but yet his face is in my hands. And then Joe with the stomping, and Danny with "You found Jesus." Like, I can't. I don't know. I need a plan. I need a plan to see my man, but I need a plan. I need help.
So we need suggestions and recommendations from the Peanut Gallery.
I know everybody says, like, keep your, it's going to be okay, and it's what you make of it, but I can make a big mess out of it. So
I don't think you will, though.
No.
what if I go in there dancing again?
That's okay. That's okay.
That's you. That's you. And I think you should go in there dancing.
I think so too.
It'll set the mood.
Set the night to music.
Music.
It would be amazing.
I love it when you girls sing, by the way, and you girls like compliment each other, like one sings in the background with chorus or whatever it is. It's hilarious.
I'm always like, Brooke, you harmonized very well.
Yes, exactly that.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, that was the last bullet point, right? Yeah.
Yes, your ultimate. So if you guys have suggestions for Maria's ultimate, tweet them out to us at, you can use hashtag MSCW step. What's step?
114.
Wait, is it 114? 113.
We didn't just do 113?
Oh my goodness. Step 114. I said
Okay.
113 earlier today.
You did.
Ah!
And I didn't catch it until just now.
So hashtag MSCW step 114, or you can just add us.
Yeah. So-called whatever.
And we'll make sure Maria sees it.
That's right. And you can give her some good suggestions.
Yeah.
What she should do, what she should say. What are you going to wear?
Yeah.
A wedding
I have
gown?
no idea.
A wedding gown.
Oh yeah, the wedding gown, or that gown with the balloons floating in the back of the train. I'm here.
Whoa, you
was
guys said
weird.
it at the same time.
Oh, I'm here.
Yes, you had me at. What is it? You had me at. I'll be. That's it. I didn't know. Anyway, so that's my. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on.
No.
No,
It's always fun talking to you.
I
girls,
love
though.
it when you... this is amazing. I think that this episode was A1. Aces.
Aces all the way.
Aces all the way.
Yep.
We got some good stories. And we had Maria on.
So, this is how I know that it's a good thing I wasn't behind Jordan's car service for the video shoot,
Oh, yes.
because we were talking about like embarrassing things or like first crushes, and I remember, I don't know if I told you girls, but I remember walking, when I was a kid, I had my first crush, and this boy and I had like a crush on each other, but we never told anything because we were like 9 and stupid.
Aww. Kids.
So he's walking across the street along the, so he's walking across the street and I'm walking in the same direction, just on the other side. And he's looking at me and he's with his friends and I was by myself, so I was totally mortified. And so he's looking and talking to his friends and looking and kind of like glancing at me. And so I'm pretending to be super cool at like 10 or 9 or whatever. And so I am walking and glancing at him, and I guess I must have glanced at him too hard because I ran into a pole. I walked straight into a pole.
Oh,
Boom! And nobody was around except those boys across the street.
no.
and him.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It hurt so bad that I can still remember the pain.
Oh.
So that means, like, that's just why it's a good thing that I didn't drive behind Jordan, because I totally would be like starstruck and, hit the stupid car.
Maria,
Oof.
I walked into a pole once too.
You did?
Yes. At what was Coddle's place?
It's just like, I love
Oh.
the confession, Maria.
Wait, Coddle's place? That
the
was
water park.
They wouldn't let me go in the ball pit. They said I was too tall.
Well,
My grandfather drove all the way to Waterville so I could go in
Oh.
that ball pit, and they told me I was too tall.
Oh.
I was there with the Girl Scout troop.
Oh.
And I was like that awkward, like 5th grade,
Oh, no.
like in a bathing suit walking around.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was doing or what I was looking at. I was kind of by myself, but I mean, there were a lot of people around. And I like walked bonk, hit my head right into a pole. It dropped me on my ass. I just went down.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And it tore a hole in the butt of my swimsuit.
Oh, no. I've never heard this story.
Now, the hole, it wasn't like... It was like on the side butt part. So it was just like on the cheek. Thank goodness it wasn't like the whole butt.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was about the size of like a dime. It was just a little hole. But I was
Oh.
mortified.
Oh, your mom wasn't there.
My mom was there because she was
she
one
was?
of the troop leaders.
Oh, that's good.
So that was good. But I was... First of all, it hurt.
Mhm.
And I was so embarrassed. It like knocked the wind out of me.
Oh,
I cried.
well,
Because
yeah.
of course, it was horrifying.
Oh.
At
I'm
Coddle's
sorry
place.
that happened to you.
Coddle's place is now a Walmart.
Yes, it is. They wouldn't let me in the ball pit.
Actually, is Coddle's place Martin's, the old Walmart?
I think Cuddle's place is Martin's.
That was actually a pretty awesome place as a kid.
Yeah, well,
But
they were banned.
they were banned from your family.
They were banned of my family because we drove all the way there, and I want because it was a
Only just
it was
poor thing.
it was a ball pit, because that was the first time I'd ever seen a ball pit, and all I wanted to do was go in the ball pit, which
Well, of course.
nowadays is gross. Like I don't want to go in the ball pit.
There's like bugs
Dirty
and like
diapers.
poop in the ball pit.
Yeah, now that we think about it, but when we were a kid, it was like the best thing ever.
Right. And I walked
yeah.
up and they were like, how old is she? And I remember my grandfather saying like 10. I was like 10. I was older, but I really wanted to go in the ball pit.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, really, like, how old is she?
Oh.
And he's like, 10
For-
or 9 or however old I was.
Right.
And he's like, she's too tall. She can't go in the ball pit. I cried and
That's
cried.
rude.
Yeah.
I mean, really, a ball pit and someone being too big? No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yeah. That was not very nice, Coddle's place. That's what I have to say about that.
So did you guys do, were you guys talking about like embarrassing moments?
No, but we should.
I don't know.
We should do an open call for embarrassing moments.
Yeah, we should do an open call.
Let's do that right now.
God.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone,
Here it
listen
is.
up. Listen up.
Boop, 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 boop.
Attention, attention. Breaking news. Well, I'm trying to do that old-timey accent.
I know.
You know, the transatlantic.
Like the
here, see?
1940s reporter.
What'd you say?
Come here, see?
Yes.
Step right up. Step right up. We got some breaking news here for you.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
Yes, you got it.
Come on, come all.
It's a whale of a time.
So send your most embarrassing moments to my so-called whatever at gmail.com.
Yes.
We want to hear your most
yeah.
embarrassing moments.
You just heard.
Oh,
You just heard mine.
We want your embarrassing moments.
Yes.
Name one of your embarrassing moments.
One of mine.
Yeah. I've had multiple.
I've had so many that I think that that's why I'm not like embarrassed anymore.
I've had a lot of embarrassing moments, but like to try to think of one. I mean, other than like hitting a pole at Coddle's place.
You want me to tell you the one I was mortified?
Sure.
Mortified.
Sure.
Mortified.
I'm excited.
So 7th grade. Okay.
Uh-huh.
In class.
Uh-huh.
I'm just sitting there and I raised my hand. And a guy in my class was like, you sweat right through your shirt. I had a big wet mark on my armpit.
Oh,
But that's not embarrassing. That he was a jerk.
You know who it was?
I can guess who it was.
everybody has those jerks in class.
And like it was because like, you know, your body's going through changes.
Of
Of course I wore deodorant.
Yeah.
I had Teen Spirit on. Who didn't?
yeah.
Right. Who didn't have that on in 1992?
Right. I just happened to sweat
You know
right
what
through.
my parents bought one time?
What's that?
She bought me, my mom loves like flea markets, and she bought me, it's a truly like genuine 1970s secret, and she told me to wear it because it was secret. But I remember like the 1970s like flower power kind of thing on it.
It was old.
And this was like it was old, and she didn't wear it, and I was just I
Oh my
was
gosh.
so questioning, like I was questioning my mother, but you know, at that age, you're like, I think she's right. I mean, they couldn't have sold this 30 years after expiration date kind of thing.
Oh my gosh. What a riot.
That's awesome.
Oh, so one of my embarrassing moments, talking about like when you expose yourself slightly.
Oh,
I had
scandalous.
I was in that awkward, well, that growing phase where your boobies are growing in.
Yep.
But it's not like sports bra, or it's not like training, maybe it's training bra era. I don't know. But in this situation, I was at a pool, the public pool, and I had this like one shoulder, one piece bathing suit, right?
Yep.
And I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
They were.
I don't remember what it is now. But it was like one shoulder, and I was like, hey, I'm in a pool without my mom. I'm here with my friends, and I'm growing up, and Sweet Valley High is right around the corner. Um, that's what I felt like. And then I bumped into this boy. He was an older guy, and he might have been 2 years older or 3 years older, but to me, he was like an older man. And I knew him from my mom's friends kind of thing. He's like my mom's friend's son or whatever. So, he bumped into me, and I thought that he was macking it to me, but I was just like, I can't possibly be, because I'm like maybe 12 or 11 or something, and he's like 13 or whatever. So it was like just, psych myself out. And then he says something, I don't remember what it was, like, "You're showing."
Oh,
And
no.
I was like, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not even paying attention to him anymore, because I'm just like, whatever, stop talking to me. I don't know you too well, and this is awkward. And he's like, "No, you're showing." And I was like, yeah, thanks. He's like, "You're one piece." And I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
And he had to point out to my pathetic little growing in boob that
it's not funny.
my bathing suit had betrayed me.
Oh,
it had
no.
betrayed me and exposed me.
Oh, no.
Was mortified. Talking about, please open up earth and swallow me whole.
Oh,
Right there and
no.
Yeah. I that
At your point. He
when
had
your
to
clothes
point.
betrays you. I felt for Janet Jackson with that, wardrobe.
Yes.
I understood.
Oh, my
you
gosh.
knew what it was like.
And then to see him again, like later on, like a house party or whatever, I was just like, oh my God.
Oh,
please,
my gosh.
Please just.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing,
for you.
guys.
Embarrassing, guys.
Yeah. So hence why, like, nowadays, if like I fall on my ass and show, I've had so many of those like Marilyn Monroe moments in Manhattan, which it's not sexy if you're not Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, my word.
I
Like,
had
that
one.
really
Yeah.
happens?
Huh?
Like, the heat blows up?
Yeah. Well,
Or the-
you try not to walk on the
The grates
what
there.
you call it, the grates, yeah, because of the train.
Oh, the
Kinda
train
like
blows
when
it up.
comes and yeah, but again, my clothes betrayed me. I was walking, and I didn't realize I was walking on the grates there, and I could tell you it was in Bryant Park on 42nd Street, and it was like a Sunday afternoon, and that street, it's like traffic, right? And the train comes by, and I'm wearing this dress, and it blows up.
Oh,
And
no.
so the first thing that your natural reaction is like, to cover your front lady part.
Right.
Right.
But the dress, I don't know what material it was made out of, because not only did the back also, go up, but the sides went up. And I don't have 4 hands. So it was just like... And the cabs and all, they were like, "Honk, honk," and I was just like, oh my God. And there was nowhere to run to, because there's not, like, it was a park. It was like the park and 42nd, and it was mortifying. Like,
Oh, my gosh.
I've had so many of those that it's just like, no, I don't even care. Like, yeah, okay, good. You saw it, you like it.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. So, you guys out there, send us your mortifying moments.
Yes.
You have
Make
them.
us feel like we're
Everybody
not
does.
alone.
Everybody does. So
Right.
send them to my
Yeah.
socallwhatever@gmail.com. It can be
I
like
can't wait.
5 sentences or 2 sentences.
Yeah, just-
whatever.
Whatever.
Or you can text
leave us
it
a
to
voicemail or a text.
Leave us a voicemail or a text. You can call
Yeah,
us.
the voicemails work awesome.
Oh, the number's not on here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you can call us at 857-271-1047. Once again, that's 857-271-1047. Just
There we
put that
go.
in there.
I love it.
So that's it. That's all we have.
All right.
That's our.
But it's been amazing.
It's been awesome, Maria. Thank you so
Maria,
so
thank
much
you.
for everything.
Yes.
For being on the show, for being a huge supporter and a great
Yes.
friend.
And a great friend.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and it's really fun being your friend. So,
Well, it's really fun
um,
being your friend.
oh, thank you. Um, so I can't wait to hear the stories. Sounds like
Yes.
fun.
Fun. And we'll have you on again because it's always fun.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I might have to follow up with how my upgrade went.
Yes. Yes.
Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
That's like a
I took so and
dream.
so suggestion.
So send in your suggestions. We want to hear them.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll say
All right,
goodbye.
ladies. I'll say goodbye. It's getting late and it's cold, and stay warm.
Yes.
Thanks, you too.
Thank
enjoy
you.
Enjoy your new place.
Love you,
Thank
Maria.
Love you.
Love you too, girls.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.